What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? How are you doing? I go by the name Samuel, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know. Some of you watch the full episode of relationship background check that I started long time ago, but if you can remember, there was a episode that I didn't finalize, which is the real relationship background check that I postponed because there are some people that I want to feature on that so we can sit down on the round table, discuss about it because it's a little bit sensitive. But today I want to finalize it because people that are supposed to feature me on days when they are less busy, I'm busy because of my time schedule when it comes to property stuff. And when they are less busy, I'm busy. When I'm busy, they are less busy. So there's always time, time collision in between our time schedule. So today I want to finish it so we can go to another series. We can start a new series entirely. So relationship background check. If you watch a lot of those episodes, at least whatever I want to say today, you're gonna connect a little bit with it. You're gonna understand it more better than people that just watch this episode and they didn't watch the other episode. So today we're gonna look at the old way getting into relationship and the new way, advantage of old way and advantage of new way and disadvantage. We just have to put them up on top of each other and see which one favor, then which one do we need to put an energy most, so at least we won't fall into wrong relationship. We are doing this not because of some of us. It's not that we are perfect, but the mistake that we made, we're trying to fix the future generation. So the mistake that we made in our relationship that make it fucked up and time, breakfast up and down, that is very common because 90% of relationship now is struggling. Maybe 10% are happy inside the relationship. 50% are confused, and the remaining 40% they are just there because just for people to see that they are getting married. So that is why I come with that series. So, first of all, if we have to look at the olden days, old ways of proposing, of getting into relationship, if I'm not mistakenly, as somebody that was born in 1980s, not I'm 2000 guys, as somebody that born in 1980s, we managed to see some little way of proposing in the old ways, because most of the old ways, when they discover you are enough to get married, when they see that it's time for you to get married now, and they are not seeing somebody with you yet, somebody serious with you, this is the number one first thing they normally do in the family. Especially mothers are the one that normally carry those things. If your mother have a friend that they become a family friend, and there's a female in that state or in that family, and there's a male here, or there's a male here, there's a female that side, before you know what is going on, the parent can start talking that, no, you know what, my son is enough to get married. Don't you think we should combine this kid together? But before they do that, there's something they normally notice, which is their own personal background check that we don't know about, which is number one. They look at that family, that is the family a good family to connect my son with. Those one is just in their brain because they've been family friend for a long time. So they know exactly what is wrong in that family. They can think that, no, listen, are they happy in the family? Can they take care of women in the family? Can they take care of their husband without any problem? Is that not going to be a problem for them in future? That one is the job for our parents to do, because they are the one that want to link us up, especially those rich people in Nigeria, wherever like that. My son is in US, your daughter is in Canada, whatever. They will find a way to link them together, and that's where the marriage goes. But trust me, 80% of time it does work. 80% of time, because if there's a problem in the relationship, they know where to go back to. Hey daddy, this person you give me, whatever like that, they will sort it out, because relationship is not all about smooth. Relationship doesn't smooth, so we have to forget about smooth. You make it, you smooth yourself. because these two people that is trying to come back, that are trying to join together, different background, different mentality, different, also different, you know, trying to combine them together. So it's not smooth, but because they link them together, they will be watching the space. Hey, what is wrong between you and your wife? What is wrong between you and your husband? No, you guys have to do like this. You know, they will give them the mentality and the experience they've been using to sort their relationship together. So I think those are the things that I really observed in the olden days. Now let's come back to this new way of relationship now. Number one, there's a civilization right now. Somebody from Nigeria has been staying in South Africa. Somebody in South Africa has been staying in London. Somebody is not have been staying in Paris. So the issue of if you don't go back home to go and take a wife, or if your parent doesn't organize wife for you from home, and you just go out to go and take a wife, then you have a lot of job to do on your personal self. Because you can't just jump up and, which is what happened to most of us. We get to abroad and we just take somebody we thought we love. But relationship is more than physical aspect of life. It's more than just say somebody that, get from, get back. This is my taste. Light in complexion, yellow bone. It's a deck and tall. The way women normally narrate the kind of ID men they want. But they don't think about the kind of background. We don't talk about the background anymore in this new generation. That's why you find out that 90% of marriage collapsing. Even people marry within 7 days and they divorce. I watch, there's one in social media yesterday that I watched. Say, the day that I get married, second day is when I realized that I made a mistake. Why? Maybe it's find another person or discover his gender base that is no longer straight, is want to be gay or lesbian. The problem is we don't check this thing. We don't find our time to check it because life have already changed from the olden days now and olden ways of proposing, olden ways that our parents normally, help us out in relationship. Though it's not that they don't, just, okay, let me take myself as an example. I think my father gave birth to me, my mother gave birth to me when my father is like 60 years, if I'm not mistaken. And my mother is happened to be the third wife. So it's not that there's no single people there. It's not that there's no people that will be said that no, let me they want to get my mom to get married to them and they don't want to get another wife, only with that person. But how did my father did it? We don't understand. But I know one thing for sure, that man know the right channel to pass to get into my mom. Because I'm sure, she can, because when my mom told us a little bit of story of that, they say, hey, when he's coming, I would say, this old man is coming again. But at the same time, you fall into the hands of old men. That means my father have his own way of, navigating to the extent of getting, and all those single guys that's busy looking for her, sorry, they lost. So that is it. So, and their relationship do works. And, my father passed away, and my mother passed away. They are still together when everything happened. So this nowadays, we take everything for granted. And that is why we always not being successful in the marriage. The percentage of collapsing a marriage now is too high to the extent that everybody that want to get into a relationship are even scared to get into a relationship because 90% of what they are thinking that is gonna fail. And when you have that mentality that is gonna fail, then who are you? When you get inside it, truly it's gonna fail if care is not taken. Because whatever you put into your mind, whatever you process in your mind is what is going to digest. And at the end of the day is what is going to what life is going to give you. So nowadays, simple thing we have to notice before we get into a relationship. I just jot them down. And trust me, like I said, I'm not perfect when it comes to this. But me and my team, when we jot something down, we evaluate it and see. Yeah, we evaluate it and see what percentage it is. We notice, I know we have an experience. We're not small kids anymore. We have an experience. We think about it. Is it valid or not valid? So it might not be 100% valid, but trust me, it's gonna be like 80, nothing less than 80 to 70%. So valid. So number one, the research you have to do yourself. Number one, your partner, you have to find out, or you have to is both parents are together. Meaning, is my parent and my partner parent, are they staying together as husband and wife? If they are staying together, then you have 50% chance or 70% chance of you lasting your marriage. Because if anything wrong, you can go back to your parent. They can borrow you the brain. Because mind you, I didn't say there are some single mother that they are not perfect, but you can't give what you don't have. The experience you don't have in relationship, you can't pass it to your son or to your daughter. This thing is all about experience. If you don't pass grade 10, you can't go to grade 11. So what make you fail in your relationship? You can't pass it to an, except if you are valid in that relationship, then you learn from it. Because people fail and they learn from their mistake. And after they learn from their mistake, they make sure they correct it. They tell their children, this is what happened in my relationship, and I don't want you to fall to that victim. So, but if both of your parents are not together, both of you have to go back home and find out why your parent relationship are not working out. If not, the same blood lineage that doesn't work for them is going to affect you in your own relationship most of the time. Because if you grow up with your mother alone, you won't have experience how to deal with men. And these days we don't believe in reading anymore. We believe in practical. What we see is what we react to most. When you see your mother being enduring with your father, or your father being enduring with your mother, and they are doing things that nobody know about it, and at the end of the day, the families get going, you will have experience on how to manage your own relationship. Though we know there are some, relationship that automatically will collapse because of the behaviors of a man or behaviors of a woman. So we are just trying to sort out this for the future generation not to make the same mistake that we make. So number two, if your partner parents are together and yours are not together, then you have to go back to your own dashboard. What happened to my parents? Why are they not together? Guys, there's nothing wrong in meeting a partner and ask, how are your parents doing? Find out, are they together or are they not together? If they are together, lucky for the winner. But if they are not together, there's nothing wrong that, no, why? There's a way of killing bear without shedding blood. There's a way you can ask without being rude. Because I realize some people say, no, I don't bring my family thing to my relationship. But mind you, for your own sake, if you don't ask, it's going to affect you one way or the other in future. If you ask and you see that, no, there is a little bit loophole here that can affect you in future, I did not advise you to pack out immediately, but just watch your partner. Is he a male or a female? Just watch it. Is this one ready to dedicate to this relationship? Is he ready for relationship, or you just want to get into relationship because maybe you are tall and dark or you are a specs? So we just need to be careful about these little things that we thought is nothing, because trust me, I'm talking from experience. I get it a lot of time, and at the same time, we get in, we get out. That's the only thing that I can just say. We get in, we get out. We get in, we tap out. Not because of anything. There's a way life can treat you, and you just move out of your relationship yourself. Hands up. You understand what I mean? Because you don't want to die. You don't want to die. So that is it. So third one, if your parents are not together, but your partner parents are together, I'm not saying this thing is perfect 100%, but try as much as possible to ask about your partner relationship, family relationship status. It does affect us. I'm not going to lie to you. It does affect us. It does affect us. There's nothing wrong in asking. Because when you don't ask today, trust me, you're going to hear the story later. Somebody will tell you the story later. By the time your own relationship is getting collapsed. You don't know his father. That's the way they always do in their family. You understand what I mean? So it's better. In relationship, I don't advise people to say, you don't text deep sea with 2 feet. If you want to jump in, jump in. If you don't want to jump in, don't jump in. Don't stay at the top of the fence. If you want to get inside it, when you get inside it is when you're gonna know exactly what you are dealing with. But if you are, maybe you double dating or your mind is thinking another thing, your heart is here, it's not gonna work out. So if you want to get into a relationship, get into it. But make sure you know what you are getting into before you dedicate or before you get into a relationship, because it's very wrong when you get into a relationship you don't dedicate to that relationship. So that is it. I get some question. Um, I get some question before that I tweeted in this channel, which is someone messaged me that is it wrong to marry somebody that have kids, maybe 2, 3, 4? Guys, trust me, those one that have kids have experience of life already. But now this where the problem is a little bit light. If the woman, or if that person, it might be a woman, it might be a man, it doesn't matter. If that person is having more than one baby daddy or one baby mama, then you have to find out what happened to the exes. Maybe you find a lady that have 3 kids with 3 baby daddies, and the lady is charming you now. Before you get into it, make sure you find out what happened. It's not, some people say, no, I don't want to talk about it. It's like you are open the memory lane. I leave memory lane. Open it. I leave memory lane. You see, this thing of I don't want to talk about it, it doesn't should exist in relationship. I don't want to talk about it. You will still talk about it later by the time she started. By the time she started in your relationship, you're still going to talk about it. The same thing you're avoiding from beginning. And that time it might be too late. So, number one, you have to find out what happened to the exes. What happened? Because first one, second one, third one, and all of them, you don't want them. Or all of them, they don't stay with you. All of them move away. Then you have to find out what happened before you get into that relationship. I didn't say they are not nice. Some of them know how to treat husband perfectly. And if you find out that, no, your partner is wrong, or maybe is a man or is a woman is wrong, then you have to be sure, is she or he ready to change from the old ways? If he's not ready, maybe like I said before, people learn from their mistake and they correct themselves. People learn from, like experience is the best teacher. They learn from their mistake and they correct themselves and they make their next relationship works like they never made a mistake in their past relationship before. But the problem now is you have to be sure, is this person ready to change from his way? If it's the one that is wrong, but if it's his partner that is wrong, because at the end of the day, we can't just condemn people that have different baby daddies or different baby mamas. You can find yourself at the wrong place in the right time. Maybe that person just want to move on, just want to do some certain thing. You find your you just merge at the end of the day. You see the character is very nice, you fall into a relationship. At the end of the day, the character still come back later. So there's nothing wrong in asking. Then if you find out that, no, maybe the baby daddy first number 1 passed away, baby daddy number 2 passed away, baby number 3 passed away, trust me, you are the next in line if care is not taken. You have to find out what is killing them. This is just African. I'm talking in strictly African ways now, mentality of African ways, which is we thought is bad, and we're following the civilized way. And at the end of the day, we still fall into the same victim we don't want to fall into. If the first baby mama died, second baby mama died, third baby mama died, then you have to be careful. Why those one are dying when they get into his house? Maybe he's using them for something. You are gonna be in the next in line. So just make sure you do your own research. And look, this one that I say is just a summary of detailed background check of the olden days and the new days. But this on your own, you can sit down, think about it. What is it do I want in a relationship? If not, breakfast, very fast, is waiting. Thank you, guys. This one is this series. This is gonna be the end of this series. It's not gonna be more than this. Though we might be talking another thing at the end of the day. They will still link back to this because this channel is most fun, but we did about the relationship mostly. So it's not gonna be more than this today, and this is the end of this episode, which is relationship background check. We are bringing next episode, which I'm gonna be announcing my next video. Thank you very much, and for my returning subscriber that's always watched my channel, thank you very much. If it's the first time of you watching this channel or switching to this channel, please subscribe, click the like button, at the same time notification, so anytime that I upload video, you're gonna get a lot. We're educating ourselves in this channel. Thank you very much. Somewhere, KOLE'S Reality. Sign out.